Hey guys, DVSGames here. Welcome to another video. Today I want to go ahead and show you some beginner and intermediate teams that you can take into Steel Fortress 10 so that you can start farming those higher grade artifacts. Now, please be aware that in the very beginning, it doesn't matter what stage you can farm. Farm stage 5, farm stage 7. Get white or green or blue artifacts so that have a main stat that you're looking for and at least one substat that kind of goes with it. So, like in this case, Veramos has a lot of HP. He's an HP monster, so I got him an HP artifact, and he's got additional damage by defense. Doesn't really help a lot, but it does. It scales with his defense. So we're gonna build him tanky. We're gonna build him high HP, high defense. He's got additional damage by HP and defense. Granted, it rolled into the attack up effect, which is not what we wanted, but we got the main stat that we wanted, plus we got a substat that we wanted. Here we also got more HP, and we got additional damage by speed. The attack up effect is great. He's going to normally be paired in a team with a Fran or a Riley or a Chisoon or something along those lines, so he'll always have that additional attack buff. But again, look for the main stat that you're looking for your monster, as well as at least one substat. Once you've got all your monsters with artifacts, you can go ahead and start trying to get, instead of getting blues, try to get purples. Instead of getting purples, try to get legendaries. And try to get substats to make more sense, like damage, additional damage on water, additional damage on fire, if that's where you plan on using it. With that being said, let me go ahead and go through the runes real quick for you guys. Please do keep in mind my towers are maxed, so it's like I have that 7th rune with an additional, 15 speed and extra HP, extra defense, extra damage by dark monsters. So we are looking at Violent Blade. He's on speed, defense, HP, and some of the runes are grinded, some of them are not. As you can see, not all of them are maxed out, not all of them are 6 stars. And then we have Rauk. He's on a violent build, violent broken, and he's on speed, crit damage, attack. His 1, 3, and 5 look like so. And these are his artifacts. He's got additional damage by attack, which is great because he can multi-proc on that first skill. Attack up effect, again, good because he's paired with Fran. Got a little bit of tankiness here with the HP on him. And co-op damage, obviously he brings people with his team up. So that's Rauk. Lauren is going to be on my full fight set. This is the Lauren that I use in Giants. And she is really... she's speed tuned for Giants. Here the speed tuning doesn't really matter. But here's what her runes look like. And for the most part, they are grinded. They are upgraded. I do need to upgrade the 3, 4, and 5, I believe. Her artifacts are nothing super special. Speed up effect doesn't take effect. Crit damage taken kind of takes effect. Attack, because I just have her dealing damage, like I said, in Giants. Defense, extra tankiness. She's got co-op damage here. And damage taken from water. Obviously, it's not going to take any precedence in a wind dungeon. Now Fran, you can do her on Swift. Violent is not necessary. This is just the one that I use in some Siege content, and for the most part, she's speed tuned to go at a certain speed at other areas of the game. And she's on speed, HP, HP, with attack sub, so that we can utilize her heal. 1, 3, and 5 looks like so. Here she's got HP with skill 3 recovery, got skill 3 crit damage, doing a lot of extra damage for us. The additional damage by HP isn't that bad because she does have a triple hit on skill 1. And then here on this side we have the attack up effect, which of course she gives herself the attack up. The counter attack damage is additional, and that's great because we have a set of revenge on her. And then as her HP drops, her defense gets higher, so that makes her a little bit tankier. And then here is the only monster from the other videos that you haven't made yet, and it's a Ling Ling. As you can see, she's not very tanky. She got about 1,000 defense and just over 1,400 HP, or 14,000 HP. And her attack's not even that great either. She's on speed, crit damage and accuracy. I really probably should change that into a HP or something. But I do need her to get some accuracy for her skills 2 and 3, which are going to have the block beneficial effects. And here's her 1, 3, and 5. So really, your Ling Ling can be any monster that provides a block beneficial effect. We're going to go ahead and get the run started so you can see how it works. The turn order for this particular team is not super important. Fran giving the attack buff is kind of good. And then maybe secondary you would want Ling Ling to go. And then after that, Lauren. Then Veramos and Route to clean up, I guess. That'd probably be the optimal speed tune if you want to go ahead and use this team. As I said, this is just to get you guys into B10 so that you can start farming those higher grade artifacts. It's a very safe team. I've used it before when this dungeon first came out. I used this, but I used Zinc in place of Ling Ling. I already had one built for TOA and for some guild content, so I just made sure I tuned him to go in before the Rauk, and then after he put defense breaks on and block at beneficial effects, Rauk would bring everybody together and deal the additional damage. Here, as you can see, anytime that you attack the boss, he's going to get that shield and defense buff. So what we're really looking for is we want Ling Ling to set off her skill 2 or her skill 3. Both of them block beneficial effects. We need Fran to put up the immunity so that way we don't have to worry about getting stunned or getting defense breaks. Defense breaks are honestly not that big of a deal because Veramos will cleanse that off. And here we'll have damage coming from the dots from Veramos. We'll have damage coming from all the other monsters that are attacking on that defense break, and Rauk of course is going to be pulling everybody to get the cooldowns to drop. With Ling Ling, it's a double-edged sword. Because of her skill 3 is off cooldown, she won't do the counter attack. But as you can see, it runs, like I said, fairly safe. Nobody was ever in any real danger of dying, and it does run around 2 minutes. Averages from 145 to I think 205. So I mean, it's about a 2-minute team. It's not bad to get started though. So here we go. The second team that we're going to use, of course you've already built these monsters for giants because that was the first thing you wanted to do, right? You wanted to build the dot team. So we're going to go ahead and put in our Sath, and we'll put in our Melia and our Tattoo. Now, I don't particularly run the dot team, so you're not going to see my stats at the same as what everybody else uses. Where's my Tattoo? Thought I had. There he is. Sorry, guys, excuse me. Alright, so you already saw the Fran. Now, I believe in this particular turn order, Sath goes second. Now this Sath is on a Shield Will Broken set, and he's on speed, defense, accuracy, and his 1, 3, and 5 look like so. As you can see, absolutely nothing helps here, the exception of, well, I mean the skill 1 accuracy and the skill 3 accuracy kind of help. The recovery, not at all. It's got extra HP for some more survivability. And then here we've got a little bit of additional attack, no damage, less damage taken from water when he's using giants, less damage taken from fire, which is not going to come into effect here. Damage dealt on dark, we're not fighting any dark monsters, and we have no revivers, so that's what his artifacts look like. Now Melia we have that she'll go right after the Sath, and in all reality these are the only ones that matter: Sath, Melia, and Tattoo. The Veramos and the Fran, they can run at whatever speeds, they'll work just fine. But here, for speed tuning purposes, I had to take off the speed on slot 2. And as you can see, it's attack. She doesn't do a whole lot of attack. She doesn't have crit rate. Like this rune effectively gives us 13% HP. That's it. And 15% resistance. And she's on defense and accuracy here. Now, granted, this is a very good rune, but literally this is what I'm working with. Her 1, 3, and 5 look like so. They're not maxed out. They're not grinded, and she does not have any artifacts on her whatsoever. And then as for our tattoo, she's on full fight. She, like I said, she's tuned just to go at the very end of the team so she can blow up any dots that are already on there. And she is on HP, crit damage, and resistance. Nothing is fully nothing is fully skilled up or leveled up, except for this one, because I was using this on someone else at one point in time, but now it fits on tattoo until I can get something else, and then I can move it around again. As you can see, she's not level 40, has no artifacts, she's only 5-star max, but this team does work. So we'll go ahead and get into it. This team is slightly faster, albeit it still does take some time. From here, what we're using is the Veramos to deal with the waves. He's going to put down the stuns so that way you don't have to worry about taking damage so much. We still have Fran doing the heal thing and the attack buff thing and the immunity thing, which is all very important. And then our damage is going to come mostly from dots, and then Tattoo is going to explode them all. And if she doesn't have it up at the time, then they'll take off, deal about half the damage, and then on her next turn she should have it up. So it just runs through. Again, it does take a little bit of time. I want to say this team is about, I believe I've seen it run as low as 105, but as long as 140, depending on what happens with the boss, RNG, and you know how many debuffs does he take. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6. If Tattoo explodes now, he dies. Sweet. This is one of the faster runs, and it's at 109. So again, this is a team that does work, and it's a step up from the 2-minute team. It does farm rather consistently. Defense. Okay, for me this is not useful, so I'm gonna get rid of it. For you, it might be useful. For you, maybe you just need the defense and one of those substats, and that makes it worthwhile. So please do not just get rid of them because you see that I got rid of it. And now for this particular team, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that Violet route that we had, and we're gonna go ahead and put him back in. And then here, we're actually gonna take in our Crow. And the reason I'm taking in the Crow, he's not really fast, but he's gonna take advantage of everybody putting all the debuffs on, and then he is going to come in with his Scar preferably, and he's gonna be able to deal a lot of damage based on the debuffs. Whatever he doesn't, whatever damage is left for the boss to take, Tattoo can then explode the dots, and it should make the run a little bit quicker. So here we go. As we start running through, you can see the problem is obviously we don't have an attack buff, we don't have the cleanse, we don't have the immunity, but Crow will go through and kill the mini boss on his one attack. We have multiple team ups now, so everybody should be able to cycle into their skills a little bit faster. So as of right now, Tattoo has her skill 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Tattoo kills. A 48-second run. It's not bad. It's a lot faster. Now the team that I'm sure you're looking up at the top here saying, well, there's a 22-second run up there. So how did that one work? This could be a really good artifact for your Tricario. It'll give you the defense boost you need, the co-op damage, and attack up effect. If you get 1 into each of those, you're golden. If you get 2 into attack up, good. If you get 2 into co-op damage, good. So we'll go ahead and keep that. Again, as I was saying, there was that top, that my best score, which is 22 seconds, and this team is not consistent at all. It's still in the process of being ruined completely efficiently. But right now I'm running Pang, who is on Total Broken. She really needs to be on Violet to make this particular team work. Her HP is about right, and her defense needs about 600 more. And her turn order just needs to be after Melia. Here she's got skill 2 crit damage. She's got counter attack damage, which is great, but doesn't matter. We're not getting anything out of it. And she's got additional damage by speed. I guess that's about all that she's getting out of it. And then here we're running the Lucian that we run in our Giants team. He's actually my go-to Lucian for arena, siege defense, or siege offense, things like that. And I'm sure you've seen him before, but he is on Rage Blade. Attack, crit damage, attack. Not everything is grinded, not everything is maxed out. I actually just pulled something that I think I'm going to put on here, but we'll have to see what it does overall to his stats. It's got additional attack, you know, that bomb damage, really great. Just kidding, guys. The skill 3 crit damage, that's probably the only thing he gets out of this artifact. Damage on water doesn't apply here. Damage on wind does apply here, but only to the mid boss and the last boss. The crystals in the waves are not an element. And then additional damage by attack, that is affected with his amp magic. So this team is super risky, but if everything goes as it should, on waves 1 and 3, Lucian will amp magic and take care of them. On wave 2, well, that wasn't enough to kill. Alright, so on wave 2, we're hoping to get multiple debuffs. We didn't. And every time that Pang attacks, she'll actually extend the debuffs by 1 turn, and then Tattoo will blow them up. That's what makes the team go faster. With the other dot teams, you need to have at least 6 dots on the boss in order to get them to set off when Tattoo explodes them. On this boss, you only need 4 on the boss when Pang moves to extend them. See, again, on this particular case, it didn't work out. Now Melia's dead. She's our main daughter. So now here we've got 2 that got extended up to 3. Our Lucian is dead now. And now Pang is going to end up dying. As I said, this one is totally unreliable. If you end up replaying it enough, it will work, but just the way that it is now, the runes aren't set right, so this team doesn't work the way it should. If we run it again, we'll see that this goes, Lucian does what he needs to, everyone else does, Tattoo blows everything up, but Lucian doesn't do the amp magic on here, which is horrible because that would have killed everything, or you assume it would have killed everything. So now Lucian's gone, and our Pang is probably going to be gone here in a second. And I said a lot of it has to do with the fact that I just don't have it built correctly yet. I haven't taken the time to actually put everything where it needs to be. And going with a 3-man team into the boss, it's never the best, but it can be done. Can it be done with this team? Probably not, because once he counterattacks, we're dead. Yeah. So as I said, this team does work. It is very unreliable in its current state. I haven't built things where they need to be yet. And we'll just take another look. I really want to show you guys when it works the way it's supposed to. And again, this isn't going to be it because Lucian did not amp. So he should amp here. Cool. And then here we're looking for any debuff we get 1 dot, 2 dots, and with the 4 dots getting extended, tattoo blows everything up. It's a little bit slower than it should be, but it's a 31-second run. Anyway guys, I hope you were able to get something out of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else you would like me to try, anything else you want to see some kind of content on, just put it in the comments below. I typically respond to everybody. So thanks guys. See you later.